guys, we're now home back in the apartment. My Wi-Fi has now been out for like 2 weeks. Let me pause this. Or like a week and a half. So I'm waiting for this to work. It's getting stuck here. I don't know what that means. I hope it works. Okay. So yesterday in Anthropology I got the cutest thing, which I'm going to show you. But first, from Nordstrom, I got this boat bag. It says Los Angeles Athletic Club. And it has a zipper on it. Here she is. I'm obsessed. I used her all day yesterday. Here is my leftover pizza. And my leftover bagel. And also, I got this Free People tee. I'm like debating, I might take it back because I really don't need it, I don't think. But it is like one that I could dress up and wear to work and everything. So I'm just gonna think about it. But I got it for Hawaii. It's not down in there, but I also got a pair of Nike shorts. It might be in there. And then I got the Vacation, which I have it on right now. I definitely can tell a difference. It's a lot bronzier than like the glow screen I use, but let's see what the name of it is. Vacation Face Bronzing Drops with Sunscreen SPF 50. And then I got this little mini mouthwash to take with me on my trip to Hawaii. And then from Dillard's, they have so many cute bags. I always forget that they have what comes around, what goes around, whatever, the New York based pop-ups where they have all the vintage Louis, mostly Louis, but they have other. But anyway, found this Kate Spade and it says Lucky on it, and it's got little ladybugs. And I wrote an entire, like, whenever I was applying to master programs and stuff, I wrote an entire like snippet, and the working title was like Ladybug. And I still like work in it from time to time, like writing and stuff, because I think it's so fun. So anyway, it just felt like a sign, like it was meant to be. So I got her. She was on sale for like $14, I think. And yeah, so oh, here they are. These are, I think, like the Nike's version of the Free People shorts everyone loves. And they were on sale. I think I got them for, I think it was like $25. But they actually fit me. Free People does not. And they weren't too short because I saw some Free People and they actually had it my size when I tried it on. And it was insane. It was like wearing underwear. So they're short, but they're not actually match the shirt I'm wearing today. Okay, so as I was walking around Anthropology, I was like, I feel like I'm in a time in my life where I want to like slowly collect things of meaning, just like piece by piece, because I have so many things from like going to Home Goods or wherever, and they're not necessarily like long-lasting pieces. But all my Anthropology glasses, which I'll show you guys, I have a set of 4 of these and I have a set of another 4. I've had these since probably like, I would say 2017, 2018. And I have a set of 4 and I love them. I drink out of them all the time. And Anthropologies, most of their collabs and stuff are dishwasher safe. These are in the dishes and stuff, and they're very affordable, but they're very cute and I love them. So I try when I'm buying stuff for my home to buy from Anthropology if it seems like it's gonna be nice. Anyway, I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I'm like slowly buying little things to add to my collection for my home. So I saw this and I had seen the collab on TikTok, and I saw this and I was like, oh, this is perfect, because right now I have an old tea canister that my mom got me from an antique shop, I believe. And I was like, this is just like such a perfect piece to add to my collection. I'm a really big thrift, like vintage person, as you guys know. And I love her. Their new collection is so cute. Just says Le Cafe, which is French for coffee. Might be Spanish for coffee too, I don't remember. But I thought it's so cute, and the little heart. And it was the only one they had. Felt meant to be, and it actually was pretty affordable. It was $28. And the collection is Harley Brown, which, reading this, I think Harley Brown is a UK based brand. But anyhow, So I'm about to switch over my coffee to this. We went to, which you guys saw, but we went to Gallows. We had the sweetest server. She was so nice. And you guys, the best pizza I've ever had in Atlanta. We got chicken in the grass, I think that's what it's called, and the barbecue pizza. And the garlic knots are insane. They're like beignets, but they're covered in like ranch and garlic and everything. And yeah, I texted my mom immediately. I was like, we have to go next time. Also went to Trader Joe's, got one more round, and they had a really cute, which I should have taken a picture. They had a cute set of what I think is like supposed to be Sol de Janeiro dupes, but there were minis and I didn't really need the other two things in it, so I just got another one of these. And let's see, here's basically it. Hi, good morning. It is now like almost 11. I think it's like 10:30, 10:45. I just made my morning coffee. Well, insert clips. I did a morning vlog on TikTok. I am so pale. Do you see me? Anyway, good morning. Still no Wi-Fi. Week 2, no Wi-Fi. I'm about to call AT&T and see if they can send a technician. That's step 1. Step 2 is, what is step 2? Step 2 is reading, and step 3 is working. So we got a lot. We got 36 hours to cover it until I work. So let's see what all I can accomplish. I am about to turn an audiobook back on for a few minutes. I started reading James Patterson's newest book and she sucked me in. And I finished House of Frankie, or whatever, Sherry Frankie's book. It was really good, really interesting, really scary. And I can't imagine what her kids went through. It's very, very sad. And yeah, if you're interested in like that whole thing, then obviously it's a good book to read. And it was good to hear from her experience versus everything that gets like filtered through the news and the media. So anyway, I am 3 chapters into the Stassi book I showed you guys. I'm gonna read that in a few, but right now I'm gonna listen to the James Patterson book, which is, let's see, The Texas Murders, Everything is Bigger in Texas. I did want to mention my mom got this for me while she was here. I think I showed you guys. It's called The Pivot Year by Brianna West. I have her other book. She writes for Thought Catalog, and I've always loved what she's written. And I have the book 101 Essays That Change the Way You Think. It's really good. And this book is basically about being a pivot year. And the title is The Pivot Year, 365 Days to Become a Person You Truly Want to Be. And so I thought it was really great. It's like having it's a daily reading like every day. And just kind of to like encourage you to do your best. And yeah, so I guess I could read you today, so that might be fun. One day you will realize what happened. Oh my gosh, I haven't had enough coffee for this. One day you will realize that happiness is not what your house looks like, but how you love the people within its walls. Happiness is not finding success by a certain time, but finding something you love so much time itself seems to disappear. Happiness is not thinking that you have earned the world's approval, but waking up each day feeling so at peace within your own skin, quietly anticipating the day ahead, unconcerned with how you are perceived. Happiness is not having the best of everything, but the ability to make the best of anything. Happiness is knowing you are doing what you can with what you were given. Happiness is not something that comes to you when every problem is solved and all things are perfectly in place, but in the shining silver linings that remind us that the light of day is always there if you slow down enough to notice. Which is so good. I was just reading. It basically was saying you don't wait till everything's perfect to be happy. Like, you choose your own happiness every day, no matter what the circumstances are. So yeah. My latest routine has obviously been like doing that. I haven't been like writing my journal as much, but I have been reading that, doing my 5-minute journal, and I've been trying to read a chapter every day out of The Creative Act, A Way of Being, which is, I can't think of his name, Rick Rubin's book. It's so good, especially like if you're creative in a creative field. Like I have so many things like highlighted. It feels like he's just like inside of my brain. But yeah, it's so good. So I read like a chapter every day. I probably read like 100 pages by itself, and now I'm starting to read chapter by chapter just because I really want to enjoy it, and take it in for like each little tidbit. So anywho, I like that. It said the chapter was called Seeds, but basically it's in chapters, and then every few chapters, or probably like every other chapter, there's like, it's not a synopsis, but like a little tidbit. But it says the work reveals itself as you go. But like I said, can't recommend this enough. This actually, when I started film school, was the book that my teacher was like, it's not required, but I think it's really good for you to read if you're interested in even anything creative. So yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna write today too, but I'm gonna have to go to the office or to a coffee shop to write because I need Wi-Fi to work on YouTube stuff, and I've got to stop using my mobile hotspot. So, hi, it's many hours later. What have I accomplished? Well, not that much, other than, let's see, what? Everyone freaked out about TikTok for no reason, and me, myself, and I did in fact delete the app off of my phone, and TikTok has come back 12 hours later. And I can't do anything about it, which is fine. Probably needed a break anyway. I have 3 hours left in my audiobook, but unfortunately I did run out of minutes for the month as I predicted. I'm on chapter 55. I just did a Target order to pick up the paper copy of it because that's how bad I want to finish and hear what happens. So yeah, I showered. I'm about to go brush my teeth and head to the gym. So far, book is 10 out of 10. So good. Love a good thriller mystery. Love James Patterson's writing. Love that it's Texas. Just grasps me in every time. Like sucks me in so easily. And yeah, I did want to give some updates on some other books. Haven't done anything about Stassi's book, but I will finish it today. And also, I am going to step away from the Riley Sager book because right now I've tried for like months to get into it. I can't get into it, so I'm just taking it as like Middle of the Night is not going to be one of my favorite Riley Sager books. So I'm going to try to read one of his older books and see if that sucks me in. And if not, we will be sucked back in when his new book comes out this year. So, anyway, I am just going to go brush my teeth and head out to the gym. And I'll update you guys when I go to pick up my stuff from Target. Okay, I just got home from Target. Let me show you guys what I got. First of all, I forgot to show you. Kaylee got me these cute coasters from Target. She got me 2 packs. This is just one of them. The other one's still put away. I forgot to show you guys, but I did get my dad L'Occitane when I was at the mall the other day because it's his favorite. So this scent, 2 bars of soap, 1 regular bottle, and then there's some food samples down in there. Okay, moment of truth. I'm really hoping at least these work. Ordered some more bathing suits, this time from Amazon. Also ordered one from Nordstrom, but I'm hoping these work. These look promising. This brand is Shaper Mint, and I think I've actually heard of them, so very excited. I really hope these work. I hope they're not too big. came with some stickers. I just can't believe that, like, it's here. Like, the trip is happening. Second brand is Unique. And cute, comes in a little bag like so. This one is hot pink. It's a lot hotter than I thought. But here is the top. Here are the bottoms. They don't look the most promising, but we will see. We will see. I do love the hot pink. We got eggs, carrots, chopped salad. I'm like salivating, thinking about eating this tonight for dinner. So excited. And then I got 2 bags of florets. What is this? Oh, bananas. I realized I ate the last one of bananas today. So I ordered some more of those. And then last but not least, I have a feeling like I'm going to finish this book tonight. Hi guys, we have much to discuss. Give me 1 second. Okay, we had to swap the hat. For starters, it's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So I had to put on a better hat. And what was I gonna say? I've been running errands all day basically. It's now, oh my god, it's 3 o'clock. I have so much I still need to do. Where to start? Okay, for starters, I finally went to Target today, grabbed a few things, and look, this isn't like where I want it. Like, my idea when I bought this was I want it to be like I would like to have a mirror and then have it stacked against it. And I took away the table. As you can see, I've like moved stuff around. I took away the table and like tried to prop it against it, but it just looks dumb. Like, I want a floor mirror and then prop it against it. So I don't know, I gotta find a floor mirror that's like the perfect spot for it to go, and yeah, we will see. I really like the gold mirror, but I'm thinking maybe a black mirror now that I have it like propped up against it. I don't know though. Anyway, did this earlier. The frame is from Target. I will link it down below. I actually really like it. Is it the nicest, most sturdiest, best frame in the world? No, but it's nicer. It is a Threshold brand, but yeah, I still need to go to get a new calendar to put there. But let's see what else. Like I said, I went to Target today. I got protein shakes. I got a few things just in case it does end up being snow day, which I do believe is tomorrow. I obviously can see I've done some laundry. I took down my music posters that were out here and just put these here for now. This is just sitting over here, and it's like one of the only pieces I have that has a wire on the back and could hang there. So there she is. I got her thrifting. I didn't like her at first, but I actually really like her. It reminds me obviously of Tuscany because that's what it is. I just got home from Walgreens most recently. I headed to work, then went to Walgreens. Well, I didn't work, but I had to go check on something. Then I went to Walgreens. We got a refill on like so many things. Pen refill, which is good because which I told my doctor I have like an old one that went out last year. But I'm so bad about it. Like, I'm really bad about carrying my EpiPens. I was really on top of it when I lived in Europe because I was so nervous going to places that maybe didn't speak English, or English wasn't the first language, that I was gonna get like have an allergic reaction to squash or zucchini or whatever. But I was lucky enough that that did not happen. But anyhow, I also got oil for my car, and then I got some of these guys. I have two little, well, actually I have a few little things that I'm gonna hang up on the wall near my books. And yeah, but let's go grab all of the things. Hold on, I'm kind of cut off, but let's talk about reading, where we're at and where we're headed. Okay, let me pull up my Kindle. This is gonna be a January recap too, I guess. I honestly, like, I can't believe that I've read as much as I have this month. I've read a lot this week. I think that has to do a little bit with like having some time off, and then also the TikTok ban. Let's see. So in January, I read Demi Moore's, which we went over in the last video. Really, really good. Great memoir. I read The House of My Mother by Sherry Frankie. And I read The Texas Murders by James Patterson and Andrew Burrell. And lastly, but not least, I read Stassi, which is what You Can't Have It All, which is 4 books. Yeah, 4 books in really less than a month, because it's only, we still have like a week and a half left of, I was going to say school. We still have a week and a half left of January. So that's crazy. I think I'm going to start on the London book that I showed you guys in the last video, but I do have another James Patterson book, so I might start that. He just has a way of writing. Like, he's just such a good writer. My thoughts on the Stassi book, because this is a little more in depth, is I thought it was good. Nice to hear her perspective on her like cancellation, coming back from it. Refreshing. I love listening to her and Jackie Schimmel, because I feel like they both are like this new age of mom that are like not glamorizing the fact of being a mom, and like sharing like you can't have it all. Like, it's not all gonna be balanced. And it's not this like picture perfect image that everyone tries to sell you, but it is rewarding or whatever. So anyway, love that. This, I mean, I'm telling you, it's like being so fast. And you know what's the worst part is, so I look it up to be like, oh, I wonder like when this came out. 2025. Correct. It came out 2 weeks ago. And so last night when I finished it, and I was just gagged by it, I checked the series because I was like, I should see like how often these books come out, because James Patterson comes out with like, I don't know, like 10 books a year. He comes out with a lot of books. And unfortunately for me, I was boo-boo the fool, because the last time a book from this series came out was in 2018. How many years ago was that? So I fear if there is another one to this series, it will not be anytime soon. Not that it would be soon anyway, but yeah. I mean, you know, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Maybe it was a big hit this year and he'll get on it. But I just really, I love the book. I thought I knew where it was going. I did not. There were twists until literally the last second. And when I tell you, I was sitting on this couch and I think I had about like 30 pages left, and not even the last twist, but like one of the last twists, I was sitting on my couch going, it was so, like, it's just so good. Essentially, it's a thriller, obviously. Rory is this Texas Ranger, very passionate, very invested in his duty to serve Texas and the people of Texas. He goes to a shooting competition, and while he's there, he goes up against his, like, rival, arch whatever. I don't know, arch nemesis. Yeah, that's pretty fitting. And while he's there, he sees this woman named Ava, in the archery portion of the event, and immediately is just like wowed by her. She's this expert archer that works for the Antigua tribe police force, and basically a girl goes missing, or a woman goes missing, and he is kind of like drawn in and puzzled by Ava, and he wants to get to know Ava better and is intrigued by her coldness and her being so reserved and not open about her tribe and everything. When he goes to talk to her or ask her a question about it, I believe at either the ceremony, badge of honor ceremony, or at the shooting competition. And so then he meets Carlos, is the third main character, or I guess, well, I don't know, I would say third main character, and he ends up being Rory's partner. Rory goes to him because he's the only other Texas Ranger who is a Native American, like, member of a tribe. And so he goes to him, and at first Carlos kind of blows Rory off, and it's like, you don't really care, like, blah blah blah. But then when a girl goes missing, he says, do you want to come help? Do you actually want to come help? And so they hit the road, and then it kind of just follows them trying to figure out how this girl goes missing on the summer solstice. And they soon realize that it is a connected group of girls that have disappeared on every summer solstice. And so they spend all this time trying to figure out who's behind it. They go to, like, I can't even remember. They go to, like, El Paso, Santa Fe, Arizona, trying to get in contact with all the different girls who have gone missing, their families, and try to put the pieces back together to figure out who's behind all of it. So, anywho, it's so good. Kept me on the edge of my seat. I read it literally in a day. So yeah. One last update, you guys. I forgot. Oops, I shouldn't have taken you guys off the tripod. But let's go over my February TBR so far. Starting with Run, Rose, Run, which is the other James Patterson book I have physically. Hitchcock's Blondes, and the other book that I hauled in my last library haul. And then I want to finish Swan Song by Ellen Hilderbrand. I also am reading The Unforgettable Loretta Darling. I haven't really gotten into it. Let Them. I'd like to have the physical copy, but I also want to be able to read it on my Kindle when I'm traveling, so TBD. The Unhoneymooners, which I have not tried yet. I've not read yet, but I've heard it's similar to, wait, which one was it? Oh, I'm thinking about a different one. I'm thinking Love in Other Words. Love in Other Words is supposed to be like Every Summer After. Speaking of, I just realized I never talked about my most anticipated reads. I was going to do a separate video, but I guess we'll just throw them in here. Hi girls. I'm sitting here editing this, and I did not feel like dragging out my big old camera again, and you were already propped up, so I was like, perfect angle. Ignore the headphones. I'm using them for the speaker. Anyway, also say is I filmed all of this about my most anticipated reads for 2025, and I was just so scatterbrained, but I have everything pulled up, so let's go over it. Starting off strong, one book that everyone's excited for, and this one comes out starting in descending order with romance. Let's talk about it. Okay, so in March, there's two books that I'm excited about that are coming out. I just found out about them today when I was looking, because I was like, what am I excited to read in 2025? First one is Summer in the City by Alex Astor. Number one New York Times bestselling author Alex Astor comes her adult debut novel, Summer in the City, a swingy, fast-paced rom-com set in New York City in which screenwriter and sexy tech CEO go from lovers to enemies back to lovers again. So excited, you know me? One thing about me is it's going to be summer in the city. In April, we have two big ones coming out. The first one being Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. Everyone knows and loves her. I love Emily Henry. Her first 3 books are my favorite, and I haven't loved her last 2 as much, so I'm hoping I love this one. 2 writers compete for the chance to tell a larger-than-life story of a woman with more than a couple plot twists up her sleeves in this dazzling and sweeping new novel by Emily Henry. Up next is One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune, and I'm so excited because Every Summer After was one of my favorite reads, like one of my favorite summer reads ever, point blank, period. And this is told from, and there's two of the main characters are brothers, Sam and Charlie. And this is basically Charlie's love story in the same setting and everything. So exciting. Next is Annabelle Moynihan. She's one of my favorite authors ever. I've loved every single book she's written. And I'm very excited to read this one. I believe it has to do with the film industry again. Yep. From U.S. Today's bestselling author Nora goes off script, a novel about a former adolescent TV punchline who's left her awkwardness in the rearview mirror thanks to a fake it till you make it mantra that has her on the cusp of success until she tells a lie that sets her on a crash course with her past, spending a week in Long Island with the last man she thinks might make her believe in love. Lastly is a new one from Alyssa Sussman. I'm so excited. If you guys don't know, she wrote Funny You Should Ask, and I can't remember the second one. She took a year off last year, but she's back this year, which I'm very excited about because Funny You Should Ask and Once More a Feeling were 2 of my favorite reads from summer 2023, and so I have a feeling I'm just going to love this one as much. From the best-selling author of Funny You Should Ask comes an inspiring romance novel about honoring the past, living in the present, and loving for the future. I'm also excited for Atmosphere, a love story, which is by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and that one comes out in June as well. Set in the ambitious days of the 1980s space shuttle program, the latest novel from Taylor Jenkins Reid promises adventure, romance, intrigue, and a physics professor determined to be one of the first female scientists in space. NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston, circa 1984, should be a fantastic setting for the author's patent technique of high drama in interesting places. I absolutely loved 7 Husbands, and I'm really trying to get into her books. So loving that. Next is The Queens of Crime. That comes out February 11th. Inspired by an actual incident in the life of a crime novelist, Dorothy L. Sayers, this historical mystery features 5 renowned women authors who decide to tackle a real-life murder case in the 1930s London. Agatha Christie is in the mix too. Author Marie Benedict has carved out successful genre niche by mining the true stories of famous women in history. So yeah. Oh, I almost forgot. There is a new Riley Sager book coming out. I'm trying to remember. With a Vengeance, and it comes out June 10th. One train no stops, a deadly game of survival and revenge. In 1942, 6 people destroyed Anna Matheson's family. 12 years later, she's ready for retribution. Under false pretenses, Anna has lured those responsible for her family's downfall onto a luxury train from Philadelphia to Chicago, an overnight journey of 14 hours. Her goal, confront the people who've wronged her, get them to confess their crimes, and deliver them into the hands of authorities waiting at the end of the line. Justice will be last served. But Anna's plan is quickly derailed by the murder of one of the passengers. As the train barrels through the night, it becomes clear that someone else on board is enacting their own form of revenge, and that they won't stop until anyone's dead. With time running out before the train reaches its destination, Anna is forced to hunt the killer in their midst while protecting the people she hates the most. In order to destroy her enemies, she must first save them, even though that means putting her own life at risk. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this longer content. And this is my first, really, I feel this is mainly just reading vlog, which is amazing. So, bye.